Hello guys and welcome to the Impulsive Beauty. Today we are going to do a get ready with me as well as a first impressions video with e.l.f. products. One of the things I got was this luminous putty primer right here. It does say to allow to set on the face for at least 30 seconds, but we're just gonna apply the primer first. We'll do our eyeshadow and then we'll go ahead with the foundation. It literally feels like butter. Like, it feels like butter. It's such a pretty color though. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. It does say, let's go ahead and put our hair up. I don't have a lot of hair. I should have cut it before everything closed down, but I didn't. And now I'm stuck with this crazy hair. All right, we're gonna do our eyes, and I am going to use the Hydrating Camo Concealer right here. Using it for eyeshadow primer. Wow, this is a big wand. I know I said it on the package, but still, it's a pretty big wand. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this as my, I'm just gonna put just a little dot for an eyeshadow primer. Let's go ahead and set it with the luminous powder from e.l.f. We're gonna go with you know what? We're gonna go with the burgundy shade right here. And I'm just going to use their eyeshadow C brush. I'm just gonna go with this brush right here. And we're just gonna put it right in our crease. Okay, let's go with the other side. This is the angle brush, small angle brush. And we are going to wet this with the e.l.f. setting mist. And I'm going to dip into that blue color right there. With your blending brush, make sure that you are going over the harsh lines between the blue and the burgundy. Now, the burgundy, you can bring it down a little bit or you can bring it up, however much, or the blue, however much you want to do that. I like to bring it up a little bit. I cannot say it enough. I do not have enough lip space. So far, the burgundy color disappeared and it became this smoky color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use their small precision brush right here. So this is the e.l.f. mascara that I got from them, and this is the mineral infused black in color black. It's supposed to be a zinc oxide to create full healthy looking lashes, and the brush head is supposed to be designed to separate the lashes. And this is, let's see, I haven't even opened it. Oof. Let's see what it's looking like. Now, all the mascaras for e.l.f. did not seem to be rated very well, so I was a bit skeptical to even buy one, but I figure we're doing a all e.l.f. so, and it says to do from the bottom and do a zigzag motion. That's not bad. All right, the mascara is $4 and the concealer that I used earlier is $6. I'll be using now the e.l.f. Flawless Foundation, and this color is Snow. We're gonna be using the e.l.f. sponge, which is $5 if you buy just the sponge by itself. If you buy the 2-pack, it's $8. The foundation is supposed to be a satin finish, oil-free, and medium coverage. So we're gonna go ahead with the foundation. I love this sponge. So far, I would say the foundation looks great. I mean, I don't know if it's the sponge or if it's like the combination of the two, but I mean, it's a satin finish and it looks great. It really does. It looks really, really good. And I'm really picky about liquid foundations. So let's go ahead with the e.l.f. Hydrating concealer. So let's see what that does, because earlier when I used my fingertips for the eyeshadow primer, it definitely had coverage. Yeah, it definitely has some coverage. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye so they don't crease. That's like the biggest problem, I guess. So I am setting it with the powder from e.l.f., the illuminating powder. And I did bought this Flawless brush from e.l.f. So this is what the brush looks like. Luminous powder. And just set our face with it. So I bought this highlighting e.l.f. brush. It's supposed to be a pretty good highlighting brush, and then I noticed that I didn't buy the highlighter because I did buy this contouring blush and bronzing powder, and it is in the Fiji right there. This was, I believe, $4. So the brush itself was $4 and the blush was $4 right there. And this is what it looks like right here. And right now I am putting the bronzer on, and it is pretty orangey, but it's not that pigmented. It is like fading away. And it's weird because it looks kind of dark. I want you guys to see this. It is literally clean. And I dipped it in the blush and in the, now in the bronzer. The last thing I bought, which was the e.l.f. Lip Lacquer right here. This one is the Fantasy color, although at Target, when I was ordering, when I was looking it up online, it said Champagne Glam. But then I went on Ulta and it did say Fantasy, because on the packaging it said Fantasy. So let's go ahead and try this one. It's like a peach color. I wish the applicator wasn't so flimsy. It bends so easy. I wish it was sturdier. Alright, so that is the look. Now, I will have a few things that I love, and I have a couple things that I do not like at all. Let's start with the things that I really loved. I loved the foundation as well as the concealer. I really love these. I love the finish on the foundation. I love the finish on the concealer as well because they're satin. And to me, now everything is matte, or everything is matte now, you know? So if you have dry skin, you might want, you know, a satin or maybe a dewy finish, and I really love those. This one right here is the spray, which I did not use today. Well, I used it on the brush, so I mean, I really like what I got going on, but I'll show you guys. Now, I will use, if I use this spray, you have to use it from pretty far because this nozzle is a little bit powerful. So do it from pretty far. So this one I really like. The putty primer is great. I really loved it. And I really love the powder. The setting powder is great as well. And I don't know, I didn't have any smudging on the mascara, and believe it or not, I've been taking a break and stuff like that. So I had the mascara for a couple hours now. So I haven't had any smudging, and I haven't had like any clumping or anything. So obviously I don't know if it will have any smudging or clumping. It's not gonna have any smudging now, but I definitely do not know if it's gonna clump or flake off. Maybe that's a problem with it. It was definitely did not have that problem. Now the lip lacquer is only $3, so it looks pretty, you know, and it has nice oils in it. It had avocado oil. It's infused with vitamin E. Oh, and also the foundation. Once I heard that it smelled like paint. I don't know who said that. I don't know. I saw it somewhere, and I was like, I have to see what's in here. And actually, I literally researched most of the ingredients in this foundation, and literally every ingredient that I searched, it was good. It was hydrating, or it was to either you know, soak up whatever excess oils or moisture. So it was really, it was good. So I don't understand what's the problem with some people have with it. Obviously every skin is different. If you do break out, if you do use the foundation, you break out, it's not that, you know, the foundation itself is bad. Not just with this one, but with the product, is because you're allergic to something in that product, and you should probably Google every single ingredient in that product, because you probably need to avoid the product or the ingredient in, you know, products later on. All right, so anyway, I'm ranting again. So let's go ahead with the things that I did not care for, and that will be the eyeshadow. No, I will pass on this one. I know it was only $3, but I'm still like, I mean, I used a burgundy color up here and it disappeared. And then I used the blue one, and obviously the blue one is still there, so that's good. Then I used the burgundy color down here, and it's just, it wants to go away. It wants to come down. It wants to smear everywhere. So no, I just do not like this eyeshadow. I did not care for, I guess I did not care for the tinted powders. I did not care for this either. The blush, it's crumbly, and then it disappears once you start putting it on. So no on that. And then the last thing that I did not care for were the brushes. The brush, this one already started like shedding like a hair. I mean, this brush was $6. I do know that you can get good brushes in a set for, like, you know, for that amount. Like, I know Sigma, I know they're, if you buy them by themselves, Sigma brushes can be expensive, but if you buy them in a set while they're on sale as well, or by themselves on a sale, they can be, you know, they can come out to this. Or this one was $4, so I mean, this is not that bad. Also, I did not care for the set, the Smoky Eye set. This were $12 for 5. If you have small eyelid space like mine, these are not great for you. These are not good for you because they were all big brushes. So if you have, they were all big. So I feel like sometimes when people think that they're doing something wrong with their eyeshadow, or why am I not getting the eyeshadow correct, or why does my eyeshadow look like this? I'm doing everything like they're doing. A lot of times is because of your tools. You know, like today, I had such a hard time creating this look, and it came out like this because I was using these brushes. These brushes, none of these fit my eyes. None of them. They were humongous to fit my eyes. And then I used the smaller. I ended up using this one for my lid, because this is supposed to be like, I'm pretty sure, a lip brush, but I ended up using for my lid. And then this other one I ended up using for my lower lash, and it was terrible for that too. Like I said, if you look at these brushes, no, it looks like none of them hold powder. I don't know. It just, I don't, the brushes were not good. So I will do another brushes. It's definitely, if you have smaller eyes or smaller space over here, I would definitely look for brushes that fit your space. Because if you have fluffy brushes or whatever crease brush, if they're huge, then you're not gonna be able to get that look that you want. That I had that problem for a while, and then I figure out, oh my god, I need to buy brushes that fit my eyes. I have such a small space here, and I envy people that have this like big eyelids and big like space there. So anyway, that was my rant. Let me know in the comments what you think of the video, and if you have any e.l.f. products, or if you were thinking about buying any, and if I helped you in some way. If you like, subscribed. If not, well, I'll see you until the next video. Bye bye.